Hello, yeehaw, and welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is Postgame Live. Yeah, I'm hearing that horn, don't you? Hey, what a game we had tonight. What a game we had tonight. What a game we had tonight. I mean, very, very impressed with what this play. I mean, there were some mistakes. Obviously, there were some mistakes, some things that didn't go the way that we think they should have. But for the most part, this was not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. The Blues, okay, you got to give it to LA. LA played very, very hard, was very tough, uh, and they had things going for them. And I got to throw a big old shout out to Bob and Michelle. Bob and Michelle. Oops, wrong button. Okay, Bob and Michelle were at the game tonight, and they sent me some pictures. If you see my background right now, what do you think of my background? I was able to get a cute, cool picture here. You guys might like it. Let me bring the comments up. I'm still trying to think it up. Okay, so if you are chatting with me on Facebook, I don't know who you are because of the way I'm doing this. So you need to put your name in it. And when you say, "Hey guys," say who you are, so I know who you are. Because right now I'm unable to do that. I'm trying to get my studio has been set up, and I'm still going through the bugs on it. And you got to understand that, but I'm getting there. Um, Trying to not say so much. So let's talk about this great game. I was hoping I could have that connected, but I guess I don't. Oh well, I got to play with that some more later. I'm trying to get all those things. Hey Mary, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. So okay, let's talk about today's game. We'll get into the totals and all of that stuff here in a bit. We'll get into the first period, and something really good happened in the first period. They finally got off the power play schneid. Yes, they did. Torrey Krug was able to nail one with an assist from Perron and O'Reilly. Yep, Perron and they changed that. I originally that wasn't O'Reilly on that assist. They have changed that. That was our first power play goal. Really looked good. Falk's looking better. Absolutely. So Torrey Krug finally gets his first goal, and it's the first power play goal of the year. Just spectacular. I mean, I'm really impressed with how that happened and what happened there. Really, really nice to see the Blues do that. And I know why I can't hear that. Okay. Hold on just a second for me, guys. I got to do something here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to really work with this new setup, and I'm trying to make things better. And in trying to make things better, sometimes you don't make things better. Well, I thought it would. Okay, I'm going to have to deal with that later. Okay, so we'll go on from where we were and what we need to talk about. Let's get back. Paul got our first power play goal. Really, I mean, it was a nice setup all the way around. Very nice setup. Very well done. The type of thing that you hope that the Blues would do much more often. It was really, to be honest, nice to see them get there with that type of goal. In my eyes, I wish they could do it more often. I would love to see it more often. It's nice game. Let's start right there. Nice game. Oh, that's a good question, and I'll get there. I'll get to that one here in a bit. So let's just get into this game here a little bit more. And sorry, guys. Again, doing this by myself, so it makes it hard. They're not showing any of that stuff yet. Okay. Well, LA came in just beating Colorado, which was a good win, their first win of the season. They came in here with this feeling of we can do this. We can do this. We're still a good team. We're still a good team. And if you heard Falk and Hoffman at the beginning, they were saying that they're not a bad team. They got stuff. They can do stuff. Excuse me. So the way that this started out, it's actually started out pretty decent. You give the Blues credit for what they did. You give the Blues credit for the style of play they played in the first game in the first period. In the first period, they outshot the Kings something. I mean, they outshot the Kings the whole game. Um, they only allowed 23 shots. That's impressive. I mean, again, I understand it's the Kings, but it's still the fact that this is a team. This is a team that the Blues are a team that centers on defense. The Blues are defense minded, and that's where we go here. So in the first period, Blues outshot the Kings 13-5. 13-5, and took a 1-0 lead into the second. It was a good first period all around, getting that first power play goal, getting off the schneid. Now, the second is when things kind of opened up. Things kind of popped up. And we saw good things, and we saw some bad things. Not even a minute, 57 seconds into the first, Adrian Kempe is able to bury one. That was I got to give it to Kempe on that. That was a pretty good goal. He was set up in the right spot. He was doing the right things. It's not. There was still not a lot that. I mean, I don't think that this one was as much on Bennington. Oops. Hold on. Okay, I don't think this one was as much on Bennington as a lot of people said. I'm actually bringing it up. I can't show it to you, but I'm bringing it up right now to take a look at the play itself. It was off the face-off. Oh, yeah. That's a set play. From the face-off, back to the point, down to the low circle, or to the blue line, down to the low circle, back to the point. Yeah, that's Kempe. That's 1, 2. Kempe wins his face-off, gets right back to the point, and nails it. So, I'm not faulting Bennington on that, especially when he was screened. He had a big old guy right in front of him. Really, really good. So you guys know the way I did Facebook this time. If you're seeing me in the Facebook group, I do not know what your name is. You need to put your name on your message so I know who's talking to me, so I can talk back. So all it says for me as Facebook user, unless you tell it it's okay to use your name. So that's just kind of what I'm looking at right there, guys. So that's what happens in the first, and with that was not a power play goal, but it was, it was kind of I don't know what to say on this one. I mean, it was a good play, LA. There we go. Good play, LA. I'll give it to him. Good play, LA. Nothing that Bennington could do. He was screened. You had a good face. You won the face-off, and that's what you're supposed to do. You got it to the point. You got it below the circle, or you got it to the blue line. You got it below the circle. You got it to the point. Goal. Right? What's that? What's that? There we go. Right? Now, this is when things kind of change a little bit, and we get into not even 2 minutes later, just about 2 minutes later, Vince Dunn decides to get in on the party. Vince Dunn has been playing. Vince Dunn, believe it or not, I know people get on it. Vince Dunn's done better than they think. I mean, Vince Dunn's defense has been a little bit better. Vince Dunn has been in there. His stick is in there. He's been using it. He's earning his playing time in my eyes. I think he's doing a very good job of earning his playing time in my. Hey, by the way, if anybody's out there, if you could take this and share it from my. Oh, I didn't put it on my main page, did I? No. That's what's wrong. Okay. Oh, well, you can't share this unless you go. If someone can go to YouTube, if you can go to YouTube and take this and copy it and share it to the lounge, that would be great. I would appreciate that. So let's get back to Dunn. Dunn in this goal. So Dunn, I know this wasn't a power play goal. It was. I'm trying to remember if I think it was a rush. I know that there was. there was an absolute amazing pass. Oh, no, this was on the next one. This one was from Hoffman Thomas to Dunn, and Hoffman made a really good pass into Gunnarsson. I remember Gunnarsson had a lot to do with this one. Off the face-off, they tried to clear it. It was held in. Gunnarsson kept it in. Oh, yeah. Hoffman and Dunn got it right up dead center, right up Broadway, just buried the puck. They low on the face-off, but we held it in, and that's what's important. All right, Gunny held it in, and then Hoffman gets it over to Thomas. Thomas to Dunn. Dunn fires it in. Great goal, and we say. Absolutely, we say that. So I mean, there we go. That just gives me, wow, what a good play for the Blues. Nice to see that type of play happen. You wonder at times if we're even going to get near that, but at this point, it was absolutely great. Hey, Thomas, thank you. Thomas was sensational tonight. Thomas had a great game. Really impressive at what he did tonight. I think he had 2 assists, and both of them were beautiful passes. In fact, the second one, the David Perron goal, was an amazing pass. Backhanded, blind pass. It's center ice. I mean, right there in the point to Perron, and Perron said, "Thank you, sir." That was exactly what that was. Perron said, "Thank you, sir," and buried that. So just buried it. Game winner was done, and that's his 3rd game winner. Think about that. Oh no, that wasn't done. That was Perron. Perron got the game winner. Perron got the game winner. Schwartz got the empty netter. The Kings did score a power play goal. It was a 5-on-3. There was a 2, if I remember right, 2. In the 3rd, we had Carl Gunnarsson got caught for holding against Trevor Moore, and then we got a 2-many-men penalty ice. That's got to stop. That has got to stop. And Tom, you're right. Falk did look really good today, and I thought he did. I kind of talked about that. I thought he was on point. Pick'em contest. You guys are going to enjoy the pick'em contest, right? There's a lot of points. The leaderboards up and down are going to change. There's going to be a lot of people moving in that. Believe you me. And I will work on getting tomorrow's game up very soon. I got to get a hold of my my guy to make sure I do it right, because I've done it wrong in the past. So I'll do my best to make sure I get it right. And just before I go and do this other thing I want to do something here real quick. I think you guys might appreciate this. There we go. There you go. I think you guys will like that one. So we'll get back. This game was the type of game that we needed to see against this type of team. Now remember, this is not a super team. The LA Kings are not. They're not the Avalanche. They're not the Knights. They're below them, and they're below us. So we're pretty good. Pretty good. Give me a second on that. I'm still kind of working something on my 2 laptops here. Yeah, I got 2 laptops going. I got 2 TV monitors going. I've got my soundboard going. And we're having a good time. Jaden Schwartz got his from Shen and O'Reilly. O'Reilly had 2 assists. Shen had 2 points. Shen had. Did Shen have 2 points? No, just 1 point. So nice to see Shen get it in there. This was pretty much the type of game that we wanted to see from our Blues, and this is the type of game that we hope we would see a lot more often. Really, believe it or not, even giving up 2 goals, it was still impressive. And someone made the quote earlier, said that Bennington played well tonight. He did. He did play well. I wrote an article, like I said, Winnington is back with a question mark. I think Winnington's back. And this was even after the loss to the Sharks. He was the player, and he in that 8-0 loss. O'Reilly came out and said he was our best player. If he's going to continue to be your best player, absolutely let him be your best player. I mean, that's the thing that he needs to do. I'm all for it. I think it's great that that he's out there, and also I don't think he'll start tomorrow. I'm pretty sure, and if you're smart with the nights coming up, you're going to rest Bennington. You are going to let him rest. You're going to let him take his time. You're going to let him. You're gonna let him sit down this game and get the rest he needs prior to the next game. I think it would be the smartest thing to do. By and far, I really do. Um, the It's time for Huso, and this team again. We all know it's hard to beat a team back-to-back games. However, this is not. This is the Kings. This isn't the Avalanche. This is a team to get your first win off of, and they can get their first win off this. I'm not in any way, shape, or form concerned about them getting their first win, and I'm hoping. I really am hoping that they get that first win, and I'm hoping that I get more people watching me. I just kind of shared this from YouTube around. Let's see if it'll jump and get some people on it. That's different. Okay, so moving along, let's time to. They shouldn't play the goalies back to back. They should need to rest. No, and that's kind of what I said. Let's rest them. Um, there were a lot of things that happened in this game that I seen more good than bad. And you got to look. There was some bad, right? 3 penalties, 4 penalties, 4 penalties in the second. Yeah, you got to get rid of that. Oh, I'm getting I guess my light's kind of messing with me a little bit. Actually, I have all 5 jerseys that they're going to wear this year. So, whatever jersey they wear, I'm going to wear. I think that's kind of cool. Should be fun. Excuse me. The game had a good tone to it, good flow to it. Really, really interesting all the way through. I'm more than impressed. More than impressed. And I know some of you guys. Ooh, okay. So I know everyone's kind of talking about the pick'em contest. So I'm gonna go and look and see if I can pull up the pick'em contest real quick and look at some of the results from today. Today's score was 4-2. Let's see who got it right. Oh, Bob Morton. Bob Morton nailed the score with Perron. So there's 5 points. 5 points for Perron. I think, 5 points with Perron. There's one. Aaron Coultier. He got it, but you're not going to be happy, Aaron, because you had Bennington. And looking at the stats that I was just looking at, Bennington only made 20 saves. He had 23 shots on goal, made 21 saves. So that's a minus, and he gave up 2 goals. So that's -2. So he evened out. He got 2 points for the saves and -2 for the goals. So he evened out. So you didn't get any points on that. So you got your standard points. There were a couple that hit it. Here's another one. Roland Spinks hit it. He had Shin. There's a point. There's an extra point. 4-1, 4-3, 4-2. O'Reilly. Jeremy Brander hit it. With O'Reilly getting 2 assists. Oh, there's a 5-6 point game for you. That's going to kick you up, Jeremy. That's going to put you closer to the lead. Dan Moreau's got to watch out now. Dan had 5-3 with Thomas, so he'll pick up some points from Thomas, but he didn't get any on the score. Now I picked 4-1. So I'm going to pick up some points, and I had Hoffman, so I'll get a point from Hoffman. This was a good game all around, and the pick'em contest. You guys kind of showing that you're getting it. You're understanding how the contest works. You're understanding what's best for the teams. We'll go into stats in just a second. I want to try and catch some of your comments. Remember, if you are on Facebook, you have to let StreamYard put your name in, just like Tom has done. So if you don't do that, I can't see who you are. So that's just for you to know. We'll just say Facebook where user, and I'll just give you an idea. Like here, and I something that said they were nervous. This one, it's ultimately up to Bennington. Won't be a coaching decision with the way he played. Actually, I disagree. It's going to be a coaching decision because every goalie wants to play every game. Period. Grant Fuhr told me that. He says there isn't a goalie out there that doesn't want to play every game. They'll tell you that. They don't want the rest. They don't want to be the backup. They want to play. So this is going to be a coaching decision, right? And I do not have a problem with Huso starting. I really don't. And there, here we go. Got to score a lot of goals tomorrow night. Agreed. Tomorrow they need to put goals on. They shouldn't play the goalies back to back. Then you're right. This was from what I had talked about earlier. Just kind of letting you go, see what, and show you how it goes if you don't let StreamYard know that you are part of it. Now I'm getting ready to think. This is says exactly do what's best for the goalies. The goalies don't want to give up their position for any game, and what player does? No player wants to be out. No player wants to be in the press box. No player wants to be the backup. No player wants to sit on the bench. That's just plain and simple. No player wants that, and I don't have a problem with it. I think it's really pretty good. I'll tell you something. I'm looking at stats right here. Let's go over the stats real quick. Let's do that. Let me bring this up here in a moment. Or a Chrome tab. Okay. So let me kind of bring this up. And if you look at this, let's look at these stats right here. So the Kings had 23 shots on goal, 44% of the faceoff. This is the first game, I think, that the Blues have actually won the faceoff battle this season. They were 1 for 5 on the power play. Still, good number, 20%. That gives you 80% accuracy. And considering we were at 60, that's going to be really good. I'll put this. So there we go. Sorry. Sorry. Where am I back at? Okay. So they were good power play. The Blues were 1 for 2, 50%. They needed it. Their power play is still going to be somewhere near the bottom, but they showed they can score on the power play. Krug, beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. I mean, that was some good passing, and he just whipped that thing in there. I got to hand it to him. I got to hand it to him on that. The 5 penalties, that's something the Blues have got to take care of. That is absolutely 5 penalties. You cannot do this.
Son of a bitch.
That's right.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
There we go. I think that's for the 5 penalties. No, you cannot do that. You have got to clean that up. This team has to be a disciplined team. When they're not, it's problems. And I honestly feel right now that that's something that got to be addressed. And it's got to be addressed tonight. Got to be addressed tonight. I absolutely believe that. Has to be addressed tonight. It just can't continue the way it does. So I'm extremely hopeful that the Blues do figure this out and figure it out rather quickly with the things. And then I'm not sure who posted this comment. I'd like you to know who, because it's an interesting comment. It says, I do have to give a shout out to Jake the Snake. Alan, just for you, guy, glad to see him doing well. Took a lot of heat. Here is a Blue. And I agree, and he has had a better night. And you know what? There's a guy out there, and I'm not going to call him out. The night that Allen got his win, This guy had to go, yeah, but Elliott got a shutout. What a dickhead. What a dickhead. And you know, just when you're not going to see that, yeah, okay, again, all I see is Facebook user. I need you to put your name that you posted the comment. Um, I think you can see here it just says Facebook user. It's something weird Facebook does. What I'm going to do from now on is I should have tried on my account so then your names automatically show up. I apologize for not doing that. Hey, I'm learning. Back to stats. Let's see. You know what? Let's go to something interesting. Let's look at the plus minuses for the Blues because that's something I've been interested in here lately. Shen +1, Sanford -1, Schwartz +1, Thomas Thomas or Schwartz 1, Thomas 2, Bozak 1, Barbashev 2, Perron, Gunnarsson 2. There you go. There's a hardworking man. Gets 2. Oh, no, +1. He had a penalty. I looked at the wrong one. Penalty. +1 for Scandella, and 1 for Dunn, 1 for Falk. You know, there was some good play tonight. Some very good play tonight in my eyes. And I gotta talk to you guys, ask you guys. Oh, absolutely, you got to stay out of the penalty box. For you those of you in the contest, what do you think about adding plus minus to it? So not only points, plus minus. Now, if we do that, I got to figure out a way to add to the goalie, right? I got to figure a way to add points to the goalie because it feels like you could really expand points on a player, but the goalie, since plus minus doesn't go, that's something that I'd have to deal with right there. But it's something to work. And yeah, this has been a while, Ashley, since they've taken this many penalties. I don't really know what's going wrong. It says staying out of the box is hard when you don't know what a penalty is. That might have something to do with it, and I do understand that point. That right now that there's some things going on. It's early in the season, and the way they're calling things. Except this game, LA figured out how not to get in the box. That's really, really important, right? If LA can stay out of the box, why couldn't we? And the too many men on ice. Tom Franklin did a live, and he talked about this. This has been an issue going back to 16, 17, right? This goes all the. This isn't new. This isn't someone wrote the. I forget what the word they use. This is not something that's just popped up. This is going back. This has been, in fact, I've been calling this the Blues penalty. Like when another team gets, I said, hey, no fair stealing our penalty. This has been a problem. And I'm not sure I'm honestly not sure how to fix it. I mean, okay, I've played the game a little bit, but not enough to know, and I've got a few friends. I'm going to talk. I'm going to put some things out. This is something to write an article about, what's going on with the too many men penalties. And well, I don't know that. I don't know that they didn't call them against LA. I'm not really sure on that, to be honest. Again, I had to watch the game a little bit delayed, so I kind of tried to watch it without listening to what was being said, and I had a lot of stoppages, so missed a lot that way. But I'm not really certainly sure that that's exactly what happened. The referees are doing their job. It is the referee's job to control the game and to ensure that players play within the rules. That's the referee's job. If the Blues can't figure out how to play within the rules, they're going to be in the box. That is a plain and simple statement. If they do not figure out how to play within the rules, they're going to be in the box. Are the refs calling a tight game? I think they are. I really think they are. That is something that we need to deal with. but it's going to change. And again, no preseason games, right? And other things, and call it the timeout box. I like that. Oh, I like that. I really, really like that. And I had hoped to put because so a lot of if you're on here and Haley is very special to me. Though I never got to meet her, I knew about her. I know her dad has been talking to me for a couple of years. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that the Blues are known as a dirty team. The Blues are known as a heavy team, not a dirty team, a heavy team. And there is a difference. There is a difference, right? I don't think that they get, to be honest, I don't think that they get overcalled or undercalled. I really don't. Um, I think that sometimes, I think that sometimes we see it that way. We see it through blues colored glasses, right? And that's, so I got to stop them damn ums. Every time I say an someone needs to uh, throw me what do you say it? Help me stop the ums. So if you see me doing you need to um um um. Well, I thank you. There we go. See, uh, I thank you all for your post and that, and thank you. Let's keep moving ahead. Let's get back to, how about we get back to little old me. There we go. Back to me. And one thing that I want to do for you guys, just a sec. I think you might enjoy this. Come back to a little rainbow. There we go. A little bit of rainbow for you. Jordan's going to help me out. I thank you, Jordan. Heavy teams get called for penalties. Okay, that's true. But a heavy team and a dirty team are two different things. A dirty team, if you want to know what a dirty team is the Nashville Predators. A dirty team is the Boston Bruins. Brad Marchand is the dirtiest player in the league. He goes after people's knees. He hits high. He elbows. That is a dirty player. That's not heavy. Now, the one thing with the heavy team is they do tend to have some things looked at differently. And I'll say this, that a heavy team might see, might get more when it's the Thomas issue, right? With Robert Thomas, his penalty was his suspension was because of the heaviness of the Blues, right? That made the hit seem worse than what it was, because the Blues are considered a heavy team. That's all that is. That's all that is. And I understand all of that, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't have an issue with it. I want the refs to call the best game they can. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You call the best game you can, and I'm happy. Right? I do think they need to have a fifth ref that is up in the press box looking down, that can call non-judgmental calls, procedural calls, hand passes, pucks off the, things like that. Things that are not to call, oh, you missed a trip. That's a judgment call. Okay? But there are other things that they can call. I'm kind of going a little long, and I don't know why I only got a few people watching. I know it because I did this differently, and oh well, but I'm learning. And you know what? I am focusing on the Hawaii Blues fan clan. Absolutely focusing on you guys. You guys are the most important things to me now. And I know maybe I've fell across the wayside, and I've been too worried about views and posts and things like that. But you know what? What's important is that I give you the best me possible. I don't know that I always do it. I don't, but I sure try. You know, I'm going to fail at times. And I bet you I've said 10 times just now. Something to work on. One of the things that's hard to do about what I'm trying to do is it's just me. I don't have somebody to throw it off to. I don't have somebody to ask. And not only that, you guys are seeing me on a bit of a delay. There's about a minute delay. So with that delay, I ask you something, you're not answering right away. So I got to move on. And in that point, I get lost. Well, you guys can help me and get me back. And, you know, I'm going to try and do this. I'm going to do a game day live tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Tomorrow is going to be fun. 2 o'clock, my time. 6 o'clock, your time. Pre-game live. Pre-game live, I am going to come on and do a pre-game live, right? For the Sunday game, and I'm going to wear my home blue, and then I don't know if I'm going to do intermissions yet. I might. I'll think about that here. Then I'm going to. Are you ready? I'm going to do a post game like I'm doing now. However, I'm only doing a half-hour post game. Like I'm at 36 minutes now. I'm only going to do a half-hour post game because at the end of that half hour, I'm going to go join Tom and Wags on the Blue Notes, and I got kind of a special live Aloha commentary for you guys, right? It should be a fun game. I appreciate all of you guys coming. And you know what? I need a favor from you. This video or this live is in the Blue Note fan report. And I'm going to put a post. I want you guys, oh, no. That's a good thing, right? Kaigo. He is now Kaigo because he can go. Oh, man, I'm not even. Kaigo. All right, I got this neat little soundboard here, and I'm not using it on.
Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues! Let's go, Blues!
That's right, boys. Let's go, Blues. He can absolutely fly. Absolutely fly. Oh, I got something for you guys, and this is something that might happen next weekend. While I was out shooting some footage for the excuse me. While I was out shooting some footage for Aloha commentary, I ran across some, I guess, spear fishermen, right? And those spear fishermen invited me along next weekend. Yeah, I know. Thank you. The spear fishermen invited me to come with them. Now, I don't know if I can go diving yet, but I'm going to take my GoPro and see if one of them can wear it. And they say that a lot of them use GoPros and they would gladly share the footage with me. So that's something that I'm hoping to have on the show very soon. That should be a lot of fun. The Blue Note fan report is going to morph a little bit, and it's going to morph more into live shows. I'm working on how to get fan of the game, pet of the game, and some of that stuff into it. It might take me a little bit of time. I'm hoping that I can move in that direction and get more content out to you guys. I'm looking forward to the games against the Knights coming up. Those are going to be benchmark games. Those are definitely going to be benchmark games. I really need your guys' help. I need you to make the show better. I need you to make the Blue Note fan report better. I need you to make the Hawaii Blues fan clan better. And I need you to make STL fan report better. When I put articles out, if you don't like them, tell me. Tell me why. Tell me things that I could do better, right? Tell me things that would make them sound better or get my point across. I will do my best to keep working with you guys as much as I can, and to get more of you guys, to get more and get the fan report a little more exposure, get the STL fan report more exposure, to get the exposure. And you know what? Maybe I'm looked at it wrong. I keep saying I want more exposure. I don't want more exposure. I want more exposure for you. I say that my show is by a fan, for the fans, and about the fans. And that is the absolute truth. My show is about you, the fan. And when maybe I get wrapped up in that too much, that I'm so about you that when it doesn't get watched, I feel like, well, what am I doing wrong? What I'm doing wrong is I'm too worried about who's watching. Nope. Not worried about who's watching. Not worried about who's watching. I'm working on some stuff. I'm going to keep things going. You know what? I'm going to go 4 more minutes. I'll go 45 minutes. This has been really fun. Tomorrow, our pregame, 2 30-minute post games, one on here and then one on Blue Notes. So hopefully you guys consider that. And I've got one article that is ready to go that I need to do a quick edit to about the trade today of Leane and Dubois. That's a huge trade. That is a huge trade. And it sets a bad precedent. It really does. It did take 2 players that didn't want to be where they were and put them in different spots. However, one of those players should not have been traded. You gave up on a guy that you had control of. You know, to me, there's more negative to that on Dubois than there is anywhere else. Tortorella is a tough coach, but he is a fair coach. And if you don't think he's a fair coach, you watch his press conferences. This guy is by far and above a very fair coach. He'll call his players out, but he'll call himself out too. Sorry, my headphones starting to bother my ear a little bit, but he'll call his players out too. I really like Tortorella. I know players don't like some players say they don't like playing for him, but the ones that are, oh my goodness, are they playing for him? That team's coming to make some noise. That team is going to make some noise, and I think Dubois made a big mistake. I think he really, really did. I think he made a big mistake by not staying with Torts and learning more from Torts. He went and played a lazy shift, and Torts said, sit your ass on the bench. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. I don't care what. Hull got benched before. Gretzky's been benched. It happens. Play your best game. Every time, every shift. Every shift, you get out there and play your best game, or don't come to the ice. Don't come to the ice. You're getting paid to play a kid's game, and you're getting paid extremely well. I'll never see close to a paycheck that those guys see. They need to have fun out there, and they need to play hard. They need to play hard. I am extremely happy with what I see out there. Well, you know what, guys? It is about time to go. So I got to say, it's been a lot of fun. I'm sorry that I didn't have all my technical set up. I'm going to keep working on it. But we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving forward. And like I said, I'm Guy. I'm the Hawaii Blues fan. And this is the Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha, mahalo, and I cannot wait to see you again on the Blue Note Fan Report. You know what? Just like my boys say,
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
let's go Blues, because you got to know that I am bleeding blue with you.